Hello everyone, it's another Guru Gaming News. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as we cover some of the biggest stories of the week. Another reminder as well, we have launched Guru, where you can watch, react and influence games. Then we feed that information back to developers to help improve their titles. Now we begin with some old news, and that is the Game Awards 2023, which did happen last week, but we got to talk about a few things, like the good, the bad and the distant Call of Duty. Christopher Judge of Stargate and of course Kratos from God of War franchise fame made humorous digs towards the short length of the most recent campaign, which upset the devs of the title. The truth does hurt, it seems. But the biggest bit of news out of the show was Baldur's Gate 3 and Alan Wake 2, which went head to head with both games going into the show with 8 nominations each. Alan Wake 2 took home 3 of those awards, and Baldur's Gate 3 shined bright with 6, including Game of the Year. Really bad news, however, for Spider-Man 2, which was nominated for 7 awards and picked up nothing. Did you think it deserved to win any of the categories it was nominated in? Put it in the comments. Things seem to go from bad to worse for Insomniac. After missing out on awards, they were hit with a ransomware attack. The people behind this have reportedly obtained developer passports alongside internal screenshots from a yet-to-be-released Wolverine game. Insomniac and Sony Interactive Entertainment are being held to ransom at the tune of $2 million, with a 7-day window to respond, and this will expire on Monday. I personally would love to see those Wolverine screenshots, but of course this is not the right way to do things. Will they comply, or will information be leaked out of this upcoming title? Now we move on to the saga of The Day Before. You might be living under a rock if you didn't know about this little doozy. The Day Before was a multiplayer survival horror extraction shooter video game developed by Fantastic and published by Mytona. Set in the future, players controlled a character who must traverse and survive in the fictional post-apocalyptic New Fortune City, which has been overrun by zombies. Well, that was the pitch they sold, but we didn't even get that. The game released on the 7th of December and was not even close to this. From 22,000 people that reviewed the game, it got 19,000 overwhelmingly negative reviews, which is awful. And of course, those reviews were with good reason. 4 days later, however, Fantastic closed, laying off staff, citing the game had not sold well and they could not financially continue. It's only a few days later that players who bought the title are seeing refunds, and Mytona now is dealing with getting those particular monies back to players. But the twist in the tale comes from an ex-Fantastic employee who shed some light on the development hell of the title, citing no one from their team knows why they called it an MMO. Also talked about having no marketing department, and the most concerning is when trying to offer feedback, anyone who complained too much was kicked off the team. It definitely looks like they went through a rocky road with getting this title out. It gets even more twistier because Fantastic Studios, according to data on SteamDB, has rebranded itself to 8 Points. This is likely to continue in some capacity as a developer, and whilst distancing itself from the now irreparable brand name of Fantastic after the fall of The Day Before. We end our show this week on E3. E3 is no more. For those that don't remember, it was one of the biggest gaming industry events of the year. The last in-person event was in 2019, which had 66,000 attendees, which was slightly down on a 2018 high of 69,000. Sadly, the event couldn't adapt or make it through the transition of the COVID years, and where other games expos have adapted to stay relevant, E3 fell behind the times and just gave up. Especially with the release of Jeff Keighley's Summer Games Fest, it feels like the writing was on the wall. E3 officially said in March of this year that there would be no E3 for 2023, and then most recently came out to announce the ending of the show for good on the 12th of December, saying, "After more than 2 decades of E3, each one bigger than the last, the time has come to say goodbye. Thanks for the memories." This is very sad, as over the years the event has been amazing, but these are ever-changing times and you must always adapt. And we are done. Another week, another reminder to check out Guru in the link in the description. We've got tens of thousands of people come to check out Guru, and why not do it to help out developers make better titles by providing feedback? Just watch their trailers and react to them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.